Hello everyone. Hope you all are doing very well. Now, this is the very first video after a long time. So in this series, we are just gonna cover volume 2. So first of all, before moving ahead, we must understand the basics of sentence formation. Since this is volume 2, and in this we will be dealing with sentences, so we must understand them, how we can make sentences. So this is the very first class, basics after a long time. Okay, our very first topic is sentence structure. Sentence structure. Now, before starting that, let me just clear you very simple formula. Although we have complex sentences and sentences that are starting with imperatives, so we will see them also. But first of all, very basic formula. So you can just write, we need subject plus verb plus articles, because always remember, in French articles are literally very important. We must write them up before the noun, or you can say object. Subject plus verb plus articles plus object, whatever object you have. Now this is the actually formula of a very basic sentence. Now, subject can be noun or pronoun. Understood? If any name is there, you will say it's noun, it's subject, and any pronoun, it's pronoun. For example, let's take the English ones. Ram, Ram is a boy, right? I have taken four words here, right? So Ram is what? Noun. Why it's noun? Because it's the name of a person. And what is noun? From my end, nouns are basically, the simplest definition of noun is name of anything, right? Name of anything is noun. This is the simplest definition. Always remember, I'm just gonna only teach you the things that are really important, that we use in approx 90% of the cases. We're not gonna cover exceptions, because there are exceptions a lot. So those things will work on in 90% scenarios. Ram is a boy. Is this what? It's a verb. It's an article, and boy, again, it's an object, and again this is a noun, right? Object, that is noun. So it's a simple sentence. Ram is a boy. I may also replace. Now what are pronouns? Pronouns pronouns the simplest definition is replacing 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 words for nouns. What are pronouns? Basically, replacing words for nouns. For example, I may replace that Ram with il, and basically he in English. We are gonna write in English. He is a boy. Now he is replacing Ram. Okay, I may say that Ram is a good boy. He is a good boy. Okay, so this is the pronoun, because we don't have a particular name here. So that's why it's pronoun. Pronouns are basically, we don't have particular names. And nouns, they have particular names. They are actually particular names. Voila. It's good. I believe it's clear to you. It's a simple sentence structure in English. Now we will see that structure in French. So before moving ahead, you must know since it's a basics class, you must know pronouns. Nouns you already know. Name of anything. Now in French, nouns may be Paul, it's the name of a person, Paul, and like Paris is the name of a city, again noun. Paul is the name of a person, noun. Marie, name of a girl, okay, noun, okay. Or you can say garçon, boy, okay, boys are noun. They just it's a name of a category. No, garçon, fille, fille means girl, it's a noun, okay. I believe those nouns are clear. If you have any doubts, you may just mention that thing in comment, right? Now pronouns that they are gonna replace nouns. Okay, nouns are replaced by pronouns. In English, you better know I, you, he, she, they. Right? They. One important thing in French, I is actually je. You is tu, but this tu is used for singulars basically, or you can say informal. Informal. Okay. Again, we have a different form of tu, that is wu. It is also used with singular, but in formal cases only, right? It can be used with singular as well as plural, but where in formal cases. Now what is formal cases? Formal cases means when you respect someone, okay, like if you meet someone first time, you don't know that person, so you will just use a respected language because you don't know that person. You cannot behave with them like a friend, okay, because you are meeting them first time, okay. Because if you have you have a good bonding, then you can use you, okay, that because he is now your friend. But if it is sometime if it is first time, you will use woo, that means up, okay. Q means to, voila. Now for plurals also you use woo. For example, I have two people, है ना, Ram and Shyam. Ram and Shyam. Ram and Shyam. I am just, talking with them. Ram and Shyam, you are good boys. Ram and Shyam, you are good boys. Now Ram and Shyam, it's not a one name. Here it's two name, right? So that's why I am using woo for you, okay? For you, I am using woo. In English, we have a singular form only. Either Shyam or Ram, it must be you. But in French, if only Shyam is there, I have to write for that you, tu. Understood? I believe it is clear. If plural is there, you will write woo, Ram and Shyam. But only Shyam is there, you will write tu. Okay? Both of them have the meaning you. Understood? Okay. Now, next thing, next thing, he. He is in French il. Il. How do we say il? And again we have il is done. For she, we have word L. What we have? L. Now they again in French is of two types. As you is of two types, tu and vous. They again in French is of two types. Always remember, French is a gender-based language, right? That means each and every word have its gender in French. Okay, we will see it. It's very easy. Okay, now like They. For example, I am writing again. Ram and Shyam. They. Earlier I used you because I am talking with them. Now I am talking about them. There is a difference between to and about. If I am talking with you, that means I am talking to you, right? If I am talking about something, that means here that is not present, right? And we are thinking about them, we are talking about them. So in that sense, that about whoever it is, it's a third person because we are talking about them, right? It's a third person. If we are talking to you, then you are the second person. Now I, who am I am the first person, right? First person. And the plural of first person, that is I, is je, plural is nous. Again, it's a French word. Nous means we. That is the plural version. That is the plural version of I. Nous means we. They are first persons, right? Second person, I am talking to, right? So you are here second person. And the third person, I'm talking about him. He is a singular person. So they all are, these three they all are third person, right? Because I am talking about them. Suppose, first of all, let's take, for he, I'm taking uh, Ram is a good boy. So Ram, I'm talking about him. Il, he, in English, it's he. I'm talking about him. So il est un bon garçon. Okay. Ram is replaced by il. We will cover these things later, right? Ram and Shyam, now they are two person. They are boys. They are boys. Now this they, since both of them are boys, I will use ILS form. IL is used for singular he, but since they are boys, they are plural. They are plural. Ram and Shyam, more than one. I have to use ILS, right? Il pronunciation is same. Okay. Now if we have Ram and Radha, Ram and Radha, then here we have boy, and next one we have girl. So if in a group we have boy and girl both, then what we write, we again use ILS, right? Same thing with boys only and with mixture. Okay, boys as well as mixture, that means girls and boys both, we use ILS. Again we have next word, that is L. Again the meaning is they, but when we use L, since L singular represents she, L plural will represent they, but for feminine, but it's a feminine word, right? It is used for girls, it is used for girls, right? For example, Radha and Radha and now what can I write? Radha and any gold name. Okay, Radha and Kalpana. Let's take Kalpana. Kalpana. Okay, Radha and Kalpana are girls, or I have to write they are girls. They are girls, right? Radha and Kalpana, they are girls. Now Radha and Kalpana both are girls. We have plural. Since we have singular only Kalpana, then we will use L singular. Now we have both two more than one girl. Then what we will write? We will write the plural version of L. That is else. L. Pronunciation is same. L. Pronunciation is same, but we have to write this version for they. Okay. I believe this thing is clear to you till here. We have done the topic of pronouns. Okay. Pronouns. Now let's move further. Nouns and pronouns are clear. We are gonna see verbs now. That is the most important thing, right? Without verbs, you cannot convey the meaning, right? Because they are the, from my end, the simplest definition is action words. Action words. The words that tell you about any action, they are verbs, right? For example, sleeping is a verb. To eat is a verb because you are doing any action to eat. To run is a verb. To bring is a verb. To cancel, you are canceling something. It's an action. It's a verb. Okay. Now we do have these verbs in French. Okay, but what we did, since there is a vast category of verbs, we have lots of verbs in French. In any language we do have lots of verbs, right? So what in French, what we did, we just categorized them into three groups: er, ir, and re. Okay, three groups we categorized them. Okay, so basically what does they mean? What do they mean? The meaning is simple. Since we categorize them into three categories, they must have some sort of similarities. That's why we put all the different verbs in their respective category. They must have their similarities. Okay, so I am just talking these three groups. For example, they are families, right? For your convenience, for your understanding, I'm using a very simple language. I'm just considering that they are families, the groups. These groups, they are actually families. I'm just considering it. Okay, ER family, IR family, and RE family. Okay, very good. Now, the biggest family is ER family. That means most of the verbs lies in ER family. Okay, ER group basically. We do have IR group and we do have RA group. Let me tell you how you can identify. Suppose any verb is there, parler, we have in the last ER. So this belongs to ER family. Basically, this ER is the family name. Okay, Sean. They, again, see, we have ER. It will belong to ER family. Okay, for IR, BATIR, Batir. So IR is there in the last. It will belong to IR family. And RE, VENDRE. Since RE is in the last, it will belong to RE group. Now, I believe you have heard this thing. What? Like to speak. In English, we normally, these are the infinitive forms, beta, right? Now, what are infinitive forms? That means they don't have any changes in the verb, right? For example, to speak, in normal sentences you write I speak. I speak. You are not using this to. Okay, why? Because this to verb is changed in the present tense. I speak. It's not conjugated. The what is conjugation? The different forms of it. Let me tell you. Okay, don't worry. To speak is Parley. Now, this two actually in English is er. The family, those families are actually two. Those families are actually two. For example, to build is batir. Ir is two. Whatever family is there, they are having the sense, not the exact meaning, but they are having the sense that the meaning is almost two. To sell, sell means bechna. Again, two is there. That means VENDRE is two. I believe this thing is clear to you, beta. Now, the very important thing, ER family is the biggest family and it is the most important group that we have to study. And also, it is the most simplest group. Let me tell you why. Why, beta? There are two types of verbs. One is a regular verb and another is irregular. Regular and irregular. Now, since we have three categories, okay, these two, those I have encircled, most of them, like in those two groups, we have a lot of irregular irregular verbs. We have a lot of irregular verbs. But here in ER, almost each and every verb is irregular. Understood? So since I mentioned it's IR verb, it's RE verb, most like they are in those groups they have a lot of irregular verbs. So irregular means they may fall in that group because they have most of the irregular verbs. But regular, they fall in ER group. Right? We do have regular verbs in IR and RE, but they have also a lot of irregular verbs. So I am just considering them as irregular right now. And regular ER because since it's the most simplest group and almost everyone is regular except one that is ale. It's a irregular verb. Okay, we'll tell you later. So don't be confused. ER means regular and IR they contain a lot of irregular verbs. Okay, fine. Now, since they are regular. What is the meaning of regular? Regular means they have a fixed timings, you can say, right? Like what are regular things that usually happens? That usually happens in a particular, manner, in a particular manner. That's why they are regular. They follow the pattern. Okay, they are very obedient, right? And irregular means they are not following the pattern somehow, right? And they are just lost in somewhere kind of those things, they do not follow the pattern basically. So that's why they are irregular. Let me tell you why they are regular, what are the similarities and how it's irregular. So for irregular we just need to learn two verbs, that is être and avoir. We will see that. Okay, don't worry. First of all, regular verbs that are er verbs, right? Okay, since you know pronouns je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle, you know those pronouns we just covered. Okay, now if I want to speak, if I want to say I speak, I speak, so I is je, okay, and speak is parle. Now I cannot write parler. Why? Er is there in the last and that means two. That means two. Parley means to better to speak. It's not only speak. The meaning of parley is to speak. And I need only speak. I need only speak. Here we don't have to. If I write to here, the meaning will be I to speak. That is incorrect. That doesn't sound good, right? So I need to write only speak. So what I need to do, this er that have the sense of to, I need to remove it. I need to remove it. That means families must be removed. Families, ER, must be removed to conjugate, right? Now, since it's ER verb, we do have endings. For J, we write E. I'm gonna, differentiate and, putting lines in between so that you don't get confused. With J, we write E. These are the endings. ER, I'm mentioning here endings. ER endings. Okay. ER endings. Q, we write ES. L, we write E. L, we write E again. Always remember, with girl and boy, we don't have any difference. L, E. These are the endings. Endings, they always come with verb. Verb plus endings. This is the formula of conjugation. What is the formula of conjugation? Verb plus endings. Verb plus endings. I have written these endings are here, and the verb you better know. This is the verb. We do one example. Woo, we write EZ. No ONS, right? Woo, EZ. I, we write ENT. And L, we write again ENT. Okay. Since you removed ER, why? Because we don't have to speak to in our sentence. We need to say I speak. I am not saying I to speak. So I need to remove this ER because the sense of ER is to. PARL, ER is removed. Now, the rule of endings are we must use them after the pronoun. Always remember these endings are fixed. That E will only come with the verb, with the ER verb if you have pronoun J. Always remember, right? This is must. If if pronoun J is coming, you must write E. You must write with the verb. With to, just better tell me what I need to write. PARL. What is the ending with to? What is the ending with to? I just mentioned yes. Okay. A, you will write E. Parl. PARL. ER is removed. ER is removed. And what is the ending with no? ONS. PARL. Okay. EZ. PARL. EZ. PARLENT. PARLENT. Okay, that is the conjugation of verb parley. Let me take one more example. Since they are belonging to same family. Shante. ER. Again ER verb. ER is there. ER is there. So what we need to remove? I need to remove this Shante means beta to sing. To sing. This ER means to. I need to change it. And what I wanna say? I wanna say I sing. You sing. He sings. Okay, he sings. So I need to remove this two. Shant is there. Shant. So J Shant. And with J what we write? E. Same here. ER verb, we are putting the same thing. T. ES. Why we have the same thing? Because they are regular verbs. Regular means they follow the same pattern. That's why they are following it. Same pattern. See, he is just mentioned. And I parle means to speak. So that is I, je, parle means to speak. I speak, you speak, he speaks, she speaks, we speak, you speak, they speak, right? Shante means to sing. I sing, you sing, he sings, she sings. Why is there? Because er verb is there, right? And with er verbs, we have these endings and we just put them with the verb. Nous chantons, ons, vous chantez, is it? Il chante, elle chante, ent. Okay. I believe ER verb is clear to you. Whatever ER verb is there, beta, just remove that ER and put those endings with respective pronouns. I hope these things are clear to you. So that since both of them and every ER verb is there, they will follow the same pattern. ONS is there, ONS is there, EZ is there, EZ is there. ENT, 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 ENT. Why? Since they are regular verbs. So these are regular verbs. Why? Because they follow the same pattern. Now, RE and IR, right? These two groups have lots of irregular verbs. These two groups they do have regular verbs, but they also have lots of irregular verbs. Example, être. Since we have RE in the last, it will belong to RE group. Another is avoir, IR verb. Okay. These two verbs are the most important verbs. Most important verbs in French. Être, the verb is actually to be. The verb is actually to be. And basically the meaning is am, are. What you can say is am, are verb. Avoir is basically to have verb, and you can use it for has and have, where you have to use for has and have, and here you will use it for ismr. Since we covered these two uh, verbs, parler and chante, try to tell me what is this. I speak would be I is je, and with je, parler verb, parler means to speak, parler means to speak, you remove this and it will be parle, it will be parle. It's e beta, okay. E. For you speak, if you are mentioning to, then you will write parl. With you, what is the ending? Always see the pronoun, okay, always see the pronoun. With you, what we write? Es, you parle. Since you are using woo, spelling would be changed. Ez. Why ez? Your pronoun is who. I believe these things are clear. Another verb is there, chante. Suppose chante means to sing, as I just mentioned. So we sing, it would be we is nous, nous, nous. Sing is chant, chant. Er is removed. And what is the ending? Ons with nous, since pronoun is nous. Être and avoir, they are the irregular verbs, right? Now, irregular means they don't follow the pattern. And what is the pattern? What is the pattern? We remove er, we put those endings, okay, that is the pattern, and they will not follow that. Let's see. Ideally, with je, être must be et, beta, remove re and just put et, and you should write e ideally. but you are not one. That is incorrect. That is incorrect because it will not follow the pattern. Okay, with you, it will not be ETES. It will not follow the pattern. With who it is. With who it is. I am gonna tell you. Okay, since they don't follow the pattern, you must learn them. We don't have any option. Okay, you must learn them. So J, Q, A, L, Nu, Wu, A, L. Je suis. Since they are ism are verbs, the meaning of suis will be my. Je means I, suis means am, I am. Tu a es, es means are you, tu means you, a means are you are. Il, a, he is, l, a लड़का लड़की same, right? I'm just putting them in bracket if it is required. Il a, she is. Okay, I'm not just putting them in bracket, so it will look fine. A is, la, she is. Nous, nous sommes. Some means are. We are. Nous sommes. Vous êtes. You are. Ils sont. S-O-N-T. They are. Elles sont. S-O-N-T. They are. Okay. Now suppose if you wanna say I am a boy. I am a boy. So I is je. What is am? Am être verb. Is avoir verb. Is avoir verb. You need to say am, and with je, what you write? Suis. What do you write? Suis. That's why here je suis. I am un garçon. Okay, we will do the articles as well. Okay, let me tell you articles. Basically, un and une. Un and une, both of them have the meaning a, or you can say one. Okay, both of them have the meaning a or one. These are known as beta indefinite article. Why they are indefinite articles? Because we are not sure what is this actually, right? This is open. I'm not, it's, they are not particular. Okay, they belong to anyone. These are for plural we have they. They means some. They means some. These are some pens. We don't know whose pens are there, but these are some pens. Okay, we don't know the brand and anything, right? These are some pens. We are not particular about them. So when you want to say those things, you will use indefinite articles. A means one, in means also one, or you can say they means some. It's used for plural. So since it's a boy, we are not sure whose boy is this. We are using un garçon, a boy. Okay. Another thing, we have definite articles. When we use definite articles, when we will very particular about things. That is the, this is, the, I have the pen. The I have the I have the red pen. And now this red pen, I think it's a very branded pen, right? Right? So that's why I used the red pen. It's very precious. It's very particular, right? So then we use the, and for the we have articles le, la, le, and l apostrophe. Always remember, u and e is used for feminine, and the la is used for feminine, for singulars only. Okay, for singulars. Okay, u and e indefinite article, and la definite article, they are used with feminine. I'm gonna write here feminine singular. What you will use? UNE. Indefinite, if you want to say a or one, you will use UNE. Or LA, you will use definite article to say the, to say the. Clear? And what is the identity of feminine word? Since it's a French language, everyone has a gender. Feminine identity of feminine word is E in the last. E in the last of the word. Okay. Suppose wash is there in the last. You will use UNE. You may also use LA. Okay. So when we need to say UNE and LA, if you want to say a cow, you will write une wash. Now, if you want to say, you understand why I used une? Because I mentioned a, or you can say one cow, une wash. Now, if you want to say the cow, है ना? The cow is very particular, है ना? It gives a lot of milk. The cow. Okay. Now, to say the, you will use LA. Why LA? Because the word is ending with E. It's a feminine noun. La means the. Okay. Well, I think these things are clear. These things are clear. I am a boy. Je suis un garçon. If you wanna say, you are a boy. You are a boy. So are is what? Again, is MR verb, être verb. So tu, and what is the conjugation of être verb? With you, you can never write this. If you are writing this, that is wrong. That is wrong. If we need to write this, why we are learning this? है ना? Why we are learning this? If you really want to write this, why we are learning this? So that is the, you know, importance of conjugation. Whatever pronoun you have, you must write the conjugation according to that. Okay. So what is the conjugation of verb être? With you, see here, with you the conjugation is yes. With you a. This is now correct. This is now correct. Tu es un garçon. Never write être. You must write the conjugation. Okay. I believe these things are clear to you. Our last example for verb être. Suppose we wanna say we are Indians. We are Indians. So we is nu are conjugation of verb être. Okay, we nu it is S O double M E S, som, nous sommes. One very important thing in French, the object follows the the pronouns and nouns, the gender. Okay, you have to check. So since we are nous plural, so this will be Indians. We are Indians. So in French you can say India. S is silent last letter consonant. Nous sommes India. Nous sommes India. I believe these things are clear to you. Now, avoir verb. Avoir verb. J A I. Always remember, if you have vowel that is A, any vowel can be there. A, E, I, O, U. Okay, in that place. Just after E. Just after E, if you have any vowel A, E, I, O, U, that E of J only, will convert into the apostrophe. So what is this there? J. We pronounce it J. Not say J. It is better J. The pronunciation is J. And here this is J. Understood? Never pronounce this J. If you are saying J, the meaning will be I have. What is the meaning? What is the AI mean? AI means have. With J means I, AI means have. I have. So I believe these things are clear to you. I am gonna write the conjugation of verb avoir. And since they are irregular verbs, you must learn them. We cannot make the conjugation of this like regular ones. We cannot make them the conjugation of these verbs. J'ai, I means have. I have. Tu as, you have. Il a, these are not the endings, these are the conjugations. Endings are followed in only er verbs. We are covering irregular verbs. In irregular verbs, we don't have endings. Since suppose if we have endings, they must be regular, na beta? Because if they have endings, they will follow those endings, but they are not following them. They are not following them. That's why they are irregular verbs. Okay, that's why they are irregular because they are not following the pattern. Il a, he has. Elle a, she has. Nous avons, we have. This is avons means have. We have. Vous avez, A-V-E-Z, A-V-O-N-S. Okay, A-V-O-N-S. Nous avons, vous avez, A-V-E-Z. Means you have. Ils ont, O-N-T. They have. Elles ont, O-N-T. They have. Always remember a trick. Since the verb starts from a, conjugations are also from a. Exception is u, है ना? Only these two are on. And since the verb starts from a, the most of the conjugations are a. Okay, or you can also use s, है ना? So lit. This is the trick only. Okay, these are nothing. This is the trick that I used to learn them. For a means avoir. The conjugation are a. Être, a. So since they are similar, that's why it will be easy to recall them. Now let's practice. Now if I wanna say I have a pen. Now I is je, and for have, être verb or avoir. If I am using suis here, that will mean être. Okay, so I must write ai. I need to write conjugation of avoir. So now this e will convert into the apostrophe. J'ai un stylo. You have a pen. Suppose you have a pen. So this you will become tu, and with tu we cannot write avoir. We can never write avoir. Why? We must write the conjugated form. So it will be tu as estilo. Understood? Or you can say vous avez un estilo. Okay, tu as un estilo or vous avez un estilo. So these are the conjugations. Être and avoir is done. Regular verbs is done. Irregular verbs are done. Articles are done. Pronouns are done. So I believe all these things are clear to you, beta. Let's practice some sentences and the chapter is going to be completed. Okay, let's understand. Let's practice some sentences. For example, I'm using er verbs also. So suppose parley, you better know. To speak, it's a regular or irregular? It's a regular verb. Why? Because you have er. And irregular, you better know. Être and avoir in your syllabus. Avoir is has or have. If you want to say has, have, you will use the conjugation of verb avoir. If you want to say is, am, are, you will use the conjugation of verb être. Okay, now practice time. Well, are you ready, guys? Okay, dear friends, You are really, really awesome. Now, first sentence. First sentence like we have some article. You know some. We have some pens. Why I'm using the same words so that you can recall better and you don't get confused and you will get some confidence, right? That is the most important thing. We knew. Okay, have, that means we have to use verb avoir and we must use conjugation of avoir, not avoir only, conjugation of avoir. Why conjugation of avoir? Because we have pronoun, that is no. So if you are writing oir, that is incorrect, incorrect. Okay, you must write conjugation of avoir. Why? Because pronoun is there, nu. Nu के साथ we write avons, nous avons. And for they are not particular. What are the particular things? The pens. Since it's not particular, it's some, we write des. For the, what we write? Les, plural, plural. Estilo. Understood? Nous avons des stylos. We have some pens. Next sentence. We speak Hindi. We speak Hindi. To speak, the verb is there, parler. And since it's parler verb, it's er verb. We must conjugate it. We always write the conjugated form of the verb in the sentence. So nous is we, parler, है ना? We remove that er. We remove that er. Why? Because we have nous pronoun. And what we will write? Instead of er, we will write ONS. That's why we learned endings. What are the importance of these endings? For conjugation. In the sentence, we always use them with er verbs, right? Since we have pronoun and we have to use the verb parler in the sentence. It's used in the sentence. See, we speak Hindi. Verb is there in the sentence. That's why we are conjugating it. We must conjugate it. Nous parlons Hindi. Voila, it's very easy. It's damn easy. I believe it is, right? But please let me know if you have any hurdle. Okay, I'm ready to help you out. Now, next, what we can say, we sing a poem. Now, I know that you don't know what is poem. Poem is beta poesy. Poesy. P-O-E. On E we have accent egu. This accent is known as egu. What do we call? Egu. Name of that accent. Sound is A. Okay. The name of that accent is egu. Poesy. And see, we have E in the last. That means this word is feminine. This word is feminine. So write down poesy here. It's a feminine word. So what article we use? We will use une. It's not particular na beta. It's not the. It's a one. That's why we are using in. Suppose if it is the, we sing the poem, very particular poem. So instead of u and e, if the is there, instead of u and e, you will write la, since it's a feminine word. है ना? Nu. And to sing, verb we just did. To sing is chante. Er verb. Er is very, very important verb. So nu, schant, er is removed. Okay, chant. With nu, what we write? ons. Right? And we, you plural. You sing the poem. So if this you are considering this plural, you will use who. Chante, ez, है ना? Ez, वो chante la poésie, है ना? I sing a poem, I sing the poem. So I sing, je, chant, er is removed. With je we write e, je chante la poésie. Understood? Understood? Okay. uh another we can say they have a fan. Fan is beta, I'm writing here vanti latar. It's there in your chapter number 2. Okay, vanti latar means fan. And since it's not particular, it's only one fan, a fan, so what we will write, vanti latar, you have written vanti latar. R is there in the last, we don't have e. Un, masculine form. With masculine you will write un. Have, uh, they can be anything, ils, or you can also write elles. Okay, whatever you wish. Since if names are mentioned, suppose radha and radha and shyama. Shyama, both are girls, radha and shyama, both are girls. So what you will write, l means they, or you can mention their names also, radha and shyama, but you have to use the conjugation of verb l, the conjugation with the pronoun l, since they are representing l, plurals of girls, right? So you can write radha and is et in French. Okay, let me just clear it first of all. Radha, a, et, et means a, Shyama, and what is actually what's hidden, elles, it's hidden na beta, they, it's a plural of girls, they है ना. So what is the conjugation of have with l, you know now, ont. Do you remember, do you remember, do you remember beta? With l you write ont. It's a avoir verb. It's a avoir verb. Has or have. You want to say have. You want to say have. So with L you write ONT. L you write ONT. So Radha is Shyama. Oh, a ventilator. Understood? They have a ventilator fan. Radha and Shyama own a ventilator. Okay. They have very particular fan. They have the fan. कौन सी कंपनी का we don't know. like suppose usha company, or whatever, philips, whatever. ठीक है, so the fan is very particular, कोई brand का है. So radha and shyama o, and masculine form we write le, that is the masculine form, le ventilator. now suppose उनके पास एक एलिफेंट है. क्या है उनके पास? एक एलिफेंट है. have an elephant. So for one, or or for one, elephant is elephant, elephant बोलते हैं, elephant. We don't have e in the last name beta, it's t, we don't have e, that's why this is masculine form, this is masculine form. And for one what we write, un, one. Radha is Shyama o an elephant, one elephant. Okay. एंड द एलिफेंट लिख दो, मतलब बहुत पर्टिकुलर एलिफेंट है, बहुत बड़ा है मान लो, है ना. राधा एंड श्यामा हैव द एलिफेंट, बहुत बहुत स्पेशल एलिफेंट, राइट. सो राधा एंड श्यामा ओ. नाउ सी वी हैव वॉवेल. जब भी वॉवेल आता है, यू नो ना, वी यूज एपोस्ट्रोफी वाला सिंबल, तो एल एपोस्ट्रोफी, दैट्स व्हाई एल एपोस्ट्रोफी, बट मेक श्योर इट मस्ट बी सिंगुलर. बेटा प्लूरल कोई सा भी हो, यू राइट एल ई एस, द के लिए. ठीक है, द के लिए व्हाट यू राइट, एल ई एस, प्लूरल होना चाहिए. दे हैव द एलिफेंट्स, बहुत अच्छी वैरायटी के एलिफेंट्स हैं, है ना, बहुत अच्छी ब्रीड के एलिफेंट्स है, तो यू विल राइट एल ई एस. वाई एल ई एस? वाई वी आर नॉट यूजिंग एल एपोस्ट्रोफी? Because since we have vowel but it is in the plural form, that's why we are writing les. Plural कोई सा भी हो, we write les. Okay, but if it is singular form, it's not plural, you will write l apostrophe. Beta, I have cleared all the things, all the basics. Thank you very much to be there in the video, to be with me, learning French. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir. Take care. And please let me know if you have any doubt, right? I am ready to help you out. Bye bye. Take care. Love you all. Bye bye.